very excited to have recently announced the second expansion to World of Warcraft. As many of you may already know, we have 9 million subscribers worldwide and 1.5 million subscribers, over 1.5 million subscribers here in Europe. So we're very excited to be at the show today and showing you a little bit about Wrath of the Lich King. So obviously we're going to be sending you to Northrend. And Northrend is the icy continent that was introduced to World of Warcraft initially through our storylines, through our RTS games, so Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. So here's the map. This is what our new world map will look like. You can see Northrend up at the top. It's an icy, snowy continent. So a little bit about the story. Obviously the reason that the Horde and Alliance in World of Warcraft are traveling to Northrend is because Arthas is the supervillain of Warcraft, and Arthas resides up in Northrend, and he's luring the Horde and Alliance to him because he wants to create new super villains to fight on his side. So we're going to tie Arthas and the lore of Warcraft heavily into this expansion and let players interact with Arthas right away in the expansion. So let's talk a little bit about the feature list. First and foremost, we're raising the level cap to 80. So we find that our Warcraft players, the thing that they want more of is the WoW that they've known to come to love, basically. So more quests, items, dungeons, all sorts of Warcraft, just more of the game that they've already known. We're introducing our first new character class that we've ever introduced to World of Warcraft, and it's going to be the Death Knight, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. We'll also be introducing for our PvP players siege weapons and destructible buildings. So what fun is it having siege weapons if you don't have something to blow it up with? We'll be doing a new profession. Last expansion we introduced jewel crafting. This expansion will be introducing inscription, which will allow you to modify existing spells and abilities that your character already has. And of course, like I mentioned before, many new zones, dungeons, items, and creatures. Let's get a little bit more in depth. And new character customization options. Specifically, those will allow you to change your hairstyle, and will give you new dance options for your characters. It's one of everybody's favorite things in WoW, is getting in, changing the way their character looks and how they move. So we'll let you customize some of that a little bit. The history of Northrend, it was created during the War of the Ancients. It's home of the Nerubians, who are the underground spider people, and we will be really talking more about those later. It'll be a very core part of the expansion. The Lich King Arthas resides there. He's obviously our big bad supervillain, and it first appeared in Warcraft 3, like I mentioned earlier. So let's tell you a little bit more in the World of Warcraft RPG. Let's show you the world map, which is coming up. So here's the world map that we've revealed so far. During the development process of Wrath of the Lich King, we're going to reveal more and more zones. But this is an actual 2-scale map of the zones that we've revealed so far. So Northrend's going to have multiple points of entry. This is something we did not do in the Burning Crusade, and we wanted to do in Northrend to give a player a choice right away. For those of you who are familiar with the Burning Crusade, everybody went to the one zone originally. All players, Horde and Alliance, went to one area. For Wrath of the Lich King, we're going to give you 2 zones to pick from, both vastly different in quest and storyline, and you'll also have the option of traveling between those zones. So you're not forced to do one or the other, but you just have a lot of choice.